Not surprisingly, the auto company known for its handling and reliability also has the best gas mileage. Honda, the most fuel-efficient auto company in America.
Hello and welcome to Tech 101. I'm Eric Hesseldahl, Senior Technology Writer here at BusinessWeek.com. And this is Tech 101, our weekly video podcast where we answer your questions about technology. So don't be bashful. Send us your questions. The address is tech101 at businessweek.com, and we'll do our best to answer them for you and in plain English. Our question this week comes from Paul in Alberta, Canada, who would like a little something for the iPod in his car. Is there an invention for a car stereo that an iPod can simply slip into? There are so many home speaker systems for the iPod. I'd like to have something similar that I can use in my car. Well, Paul, if you're getting a new car, buying or leasing one, you should ask your dealer about whether or not you can have iPod integration into your car. Several car companies are doing it, starting with BMW, Acura, Chrysler, Ford, Honda, Dodge, Jeep, Mercedes, even Ferrari will give you an option that you can use your iPod directly with your factory installed car stereo. Basically how it works is this. There's a little white cord that goes into the glove compartment. You connect your iPod to that. That does two things. It connects it directly to your car stereo and displays on its information readout there the contents of your iPod. And then you can control that from the car stereo's external controls, sometimes even on the steering wheel itself. Plus, it also keeps the iPod charged, so you never have to worry about it running out of power. So you can be listening to your iPod the entire time on a long road trip if you want. So ask your dealer about that. Sometimes you can get this option installed on older cars. Apple's got a website listing the names of the car companies that do this, and you should check with them as well. And so it's definitely worth looking into if you're about to buy or lease a new car. Now, in the event you're not buying or leasing a new car, you probably want to get something from the aftermarket. And the system I've seen most often is Harman's Drive Plus Play system. It kind of replicates a little bit what you get from a factory install system. It gives you a heads-up display that you mount on your dashboard, and then a controller that goes down near the gear shift. It kind of replicates the same look and feel that the factory installed systems do. So definitely something to look into. And you can find that for about $100 at Best Buy and other retailers. Now let's talk about a couple other ones that are a little lower on the price scale, a little bit easier to use for that matter. Anybody can use these in practically any car with so much as an FM stereo or a cassette deck. This is the iTrip Auto. It's from Griffin Technology. It's $70. And concept is pretty simple. You see the power cord here. This goes in the lighter port in your dashboard for power. This part here is a little FM transmitter, and what you want to do is select some area on your FM radio that doesn't have a lot of coverage on it, where an existing radio broadcaster is not already broadcasting, so some dead space on the FM dial. From there, pick up your iPod, plug it in right here like so, and from here you'll control your iPod like normal. From there, you'll tune your FM radio to whatever frequency you've selected here, and you'll be able to hear what's playing on the iPod. Very simple. So this is the iTrip Auto. It's from Griffin Technology. $70. You can pick it up at Best Buy or at the Apple Store. So I got one more thing I want to show you. It's a little bit old school, but by gosh, it works. If you had a Sony Discman in the 1990s, you may have gotten one of these, something very similar anyway. This is the iCar Play from Monster, and it's nothing more than an old school cassette adapter. This part goes in here with the headphones, just like so. This part goes in the cassette deck of your car stereo, that is if you still have one. They're beginning to disappear these days, but if you still have one, it still works like a charm. As far as your car stereo knows, you're playing a cassette. Once played here, gets played through here, and your car stereo plays it right through the speakers. So, works like a charm. I picked it up on the way to work this morning at the Apple Store for $25, and works great. So, Paul, I hope that's some suggestions that you can use for using your iPod in your car. Hope other people can learn something from it as well. That pretty much wraps it up for Tech 101 here at businessweek.com. Remember to send us your questions. The email address is tech101@businessweek.com. We will make every effort to answer your questions in plain English. And remember, technology should be easy, and when it's not your fault. We'll see you next week.
Not surprisingly, the auto company known for its handling and reliability also has the best gas mileage. Honda, the most fuel-efficient auto company in America.